Lately, I've been feeling like life is moving too fast and my days are looking the same. I feel this constant pressure to be productive to such an extent that if I've only done 3 things out of 6 in my to-do list, I feel terrible at the end of the day. It feels like an unproductive day. And the other thing is the consumption of media, both news and social media. Although, since going down the path of digital minimalism, I have rules in place for myself in the consumption of my social media. I've lately slipped a lot and it's become super messy. It feels like this constant chatter, noise going on at the back of my mind throughout the day. Along with this also came the realization that I was constantly thinking of what others were thinking and writing on their social medias, and this would have been fine because the people I actively follow on social media have good insights to give and give me good food for thought. But the problem comes from the word constant. There are 3 reasons why this constant is a bad situation. Number 1, it's a distraction from my own important thoughts. When I'm having thoughts about what I do, what I should be doing, or just generally I should be thinking about these things, it's very easy to just open up Instagram and scroll through Instagram instead of thinking about those things. Number 2, a constant consumer of content cannot be a creator. Number 3, and this really hit me, was the fact that in my mind, my thoughts were no longer thoughts but tweets and Instagram captions. And that's not a really good place to be in. What's more funny is the fact that I don't even post that much. So it was a combination of these 2 things, the pressure to be productive, then being productive and feeling no excitement in the work that I'm doing. And also the social media chatter that's constantly going on at the back of my mind. Also just physically feeling tired, like my eyes felt tired, my back was hurting, my hands felt cramped, and my mind just felt bogged down. And that's when I came across Nathaniel Drew's video, which is called Dopamine Detox, How to Reset Your Mind, and I was really intrigued. I was up for a challenge, and more than that, I just wanted a break. So, what is a dopamine detox? A dopamine detox is a time period where you don't use any devices, technology, or internet, and at the same time, you don't work, you don't read, you don't exercise, you don't listen to music, and you don't do any sexual activities. Well, as if. Basically, you're left alone with your thoughts without any distractions. You can meditate if you want. Nathaniel described it as kind of like a 24-hour homemade version of a Vipassana retreat, kind of. At first I thought I would document and record my thoughts throughout the day like he did, but I realized I'd have to do it on my phone. I could have put it on airplane mode, but eventually it would defeat the purpose. So I decided not to film anything on the day, but now I'm going to be telling you how my day went. Firstly, I woke up late because I put no alarm. On the previous night, I'd collected all my devices, put them in a corner on silent. Then as I went about my day, I was brushing my teeth, showering. Lots of thoughts were going on in my head about what I needed to do. Even though I knew that on that day I was not supposed to do anything, my mind was so used to like just listing things down that I needed to get done. I was even thinking about what I needed to do the next day. Even after getting ready and having breakfast, my mind was still thinking of different assignments I needed to do, what I would write in those assignments, what videos I needed to put up on YouTube, ideas, what I would say in those videos. So all of that khichdi was getting cooked in my head, and I felt like I really needed to jot it all down. I needed to write it all down, but I couldn't. For the most part, I just stared out of the window, and honestly, I will not be surprised if my neighbors think I'm crazy. Then I took a nap and I woke up around 1:30, and I remember thinking, what am I gonna do the whole day, because it's just 1:30 and I'm so bugged of this. I think after that, all these deep questions that I think I was like pushing at the back of my mind and trying not to think about, distracting myself from, like basically things about your fears and insecurities, those sort of questions started to come up in my mind. And at that point, I just wanted something to do. Like anything would have been fine. Even an online lecture or cleaning my room would have been fine, because I just wanted something to do. But again, I couldn't do that, so I think it pushed me to answer those uncomfortable questions and think about them. And I think overall it was pretty nice because it gave me some clarity which was needed. Then later I had lunch, I kept drinking a lot of water, and I stared out of the window some more. After that, I got a really good idea for an assignment that I was supposed to submit, and I was convinced that if I didn't write it down, I was going to forget the words. And since it was a marked assignment, I decided to give in, and around I think 4:15 I wrote that idea down. Even just that little bit of doing something, of writing an assignment idea and words down, gave me a little bit of a high. After that, boredom really hit me. I just wanted to do something, anything. I somehow passed my time, I meditated for a little while, and then after dinner I picked up a book to read because I just could not stand it, and then I eventually slept off. This may have varied a little bit if not for the situation. Maybe I could have gone for a walk and it would have been a little bit different, but that's how it went. And here's what I think I learned from it. Firstly, I think the break from social media, technology, and all the devices felt so good, and it was much needed because I'm just so used to even just being on the laptop that the break for my hands to not be constantly doing that felt so good. I also realized that I had to be a little bit stricter with myself for the digital minimalism rules just for my own peace of mind. At the same time, it made me realize what a blessing the internet was, especially in the lockdown. If I had to go one more day without listening to music or talking to my friends or without the internet, I would definitely go crazy. Also, it's just a blessing to have something to do and be occupied. Not having anything to do sucks, and I can vouch for that. But taking a moment back and thinking about what you're doing, where you're going with it, might help to bring the life into what you're doing and get you some clarity that is needed. Even though it was uncomfortable, I think overall it was a good experience because 2 days later I feel much happier, I feel much more relaxed, because I think sometimes when we are at the low, we really hit the low and it seems impossible to get out of it and smile, and everything seems dark and bleak and sad and unhappy. And when we're smiling again and happy, we look back at this time and wonder why we thought we couldn't get out of it. Basically, when you're low, you can't think of the highs, and when you're high, you can't think of the lows. Okay, I'm gonna stop now, I know. I would also like to end with the same warning that Nathaniel ended with, that please don't try to do this or follow this unless you feel mentally fit to do so. It's extremely difficult to be alone with your thoughts with no distractions for such a long period of time. So please don't do it unless you're prepared for it, you do your own research and you feel and are confident that you're fit for it. On another note, if you are also feeling bogged down or stressful or some sort of a pressure, please take a break. It doesn't have to be anything as extreme as a dopamine detox or a Vipassana retreat, but maybe just do something that helps you relax or have a good time. Nothing is more important than your health.